All right, this video is for all the brand new gun owners out here. Now that you got your gun, you don't know what to do next, and you're wondering, what now? Well, I got 7 great tips to get you started. What's up, everybody? It's Bishop here from Tactical POV, and I've been struggling trying to get this video out to you guys here for past 3 months or so, 3-4 months. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get it done. So I figured I'd kind of blend it a little bit here with some other stuff though. But this video is it's about first-time gun buyers and the things that you should do if you're a first-time gun owner. Okay, first of all, I want to say welcome to the gun carrying community, exercising your Second Amendment right, which is your God-given right. So, with the current unrest that's going on in the country today, and lack of local and state leadership, you know, federal is always last when it comes to this thing, but it starts at the local and state level first. So, with that going on and that being said, yes, a lot of people feel unsafe, and notably so. So, first things you got to do, these things here, as far as understanding what you need to do as a first-time gun owner. Now, the first thing that you do need to know is the universal rules of safety, all right, which are, number 1, assume all firearms are loaded. That way your mindset goes into instant safety, and it's always safety all the time. Always assume every gun is loaded, treated as such. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on target and you are ready to shoot. Always keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on target and you see that and you are ready to shoot. Okay? There's no such thing as ADs, accidental discharges. It's always NDs, negligent discharges. There's always negligence involved in a firearm discharging when you don't want it to go off. It's negligence. It's never accidental. Okay? So, rule number 3, know your target and beyond. That means know your target, what you see and beyond it. Left, right, beyond it, behind it, all around. Know your target and beyond what you see beyond the target. Understand that every stray bullet that does not hit the intended subject or intended threat or target and hit someone else has a lawyer's name attached to it. So any stray bullet that does not hit his target has a potential lawyer's name attached to it. Keep that in mind. Number 4 is never muzzle anything that you are not willing to destroy. That means the front of that barrel in the gun is called a muzzle. We say never muzzle anything. That means never point the end of that barrel at anything that you are not willing to destroy. Understand that a bullet comes out of that barrel, and wherever that bullet is aimed at, it will destroy whatever it's aimed at. So never muzzle anything that you're not willing to destroy. Keep it pointed in a safe, downward and downrange, or always in a safe position. Always. So those are universal rules there, starting out. Okay, tip number 2, make sure that you carry good self-defense ammunition. Self-defense ammunition will be hollow points, hydro shocks. Those are self-defense ammunition. Now, I do understand that some states, I do believe, won't allow you to carry them. If I think it was still the same, I think New Jersey is one state that they claim is cop killers, which is totally ignorant, and they're not cop killers, okay? So, but never carry full metal jacket rounds in your firearm as protection. Full metal jacket is basically your practice rounds. They're hard cone, brass covered or copper covered rounds, and those are just strictly just for practice. Never carry those. Main reason is because those bullets will penetrate farther than hitting after it's hit its said target. So they will penetrate farther and farther. It takes a hard surface or something in order to stop that bullet, slow it down or whatever. So as I said, remember, you don't want to unintentionally hit something that is not the target or the threat. So that means if it cuts through one person and hits somebody standing behind them or in a direction or something like that, you're liable for that. So, self-defense rounds, hollow points, they are made to do damage upon impact, disperse energy, do the damage as it disperses that energy as it passes through the body, and if it comes through the other side, it's doing its damage, its effective damage. Also, is slowing down the muzzle velocity and speed of that bullet at a dramatic rate to slow it down upon exit through said target. So therefore, it has a better chance of being stopped by something, a wall, possibly a drywall or anything, another harder surface or something like that, and stop there and not continue to penetrate something else soft. So make sure you keep good self-defense ammunition, and then after that, test it. Make sure you test that ammunition to make sure it fires through your firearm. So if you get a box, I would say test anywhere from 50 to 100 rounds, okay? You get some that will say 200, 250 rounds. That's ridiculous, man, because self-defense rounds are expensive. So if you can run 50 rounds through that gun and not have one issue, it's pretty much said or verified that, yeah, it's pretty good ammo that you're not going to have a problem with. That means a problem with it feeding properly into the firearm itself, ejecting out, run those, at least as I said, anywhere from 50 to 100, perfectly fine. But make sure you get good self-defense ammunition. All right, tip number 3, get your concealed carry license. Make sure you get your concealed carry license, get into a class anywhere ASAP, get this taken care of and get it out of the way. Now, in my area, I know where I'm at, there's an extensive backup as far as the process of even getting in to handle the process of the paperwork and stuff like that. So you could be backed up even getting into a course as well. So I know all of us instructors are busy. I've been busy is the reason why you guys haven't seen me post a video in the past 3 or 4 months. Like as I said, get into a concealed carry class, get this thing done, get it taken care of. Make sure you do it so you can get in line if you are backed up at your county in order to get the process going for the paperwork. So make sure you do that. Number 4, know your state laws of your concealed carry and other states if you plan on traveling to these other states as well. So if you travel crossing borders, make sure you know their concealed carry laws also along with your own. If you fly for a living and travel, make sure you know wherever you go, get on their state's websites and find out what the concealed carry laws that they have for that state. Most of them are universally the same. There are some tweaks to different states if you have reciprocity with those states. There's a little bit of fine print in there and a couple little twists and turns though, so make sure that you know ahead of time so you don't get caught up in anything legal and not knowing. Number 5, invest in quality gear. I cannot stress this enough. You need to invest in quality gear. Understand that it is just as important as your firearm. So your gear needs to be up to snuff as well. Not just for yourself and your family, but for other people as well. Because other people are relying on your gear to be up to snuff. So don't get cheap on this. It makes no sense if you spend however money you want to spend on a firearm. To me, no price is too high because there's no value on your life. But there is a limit, a bottom line limit too. So understand that there's a limit that I won't go under as far as purchasing a gun that I trust to carry every single day as my tool to help to protect my life and my family or someone else. I do have a baseline limit, okay, and it's not cheap. So invest in good quality gear. It has to be just as good as your firearm. So make sure you don't get skimpy on that, all right? Invest some money. It'll be worth it. Tip number 6, get advanced training outside of your concealed carry course. And I stress this even more so. Make sure you get advanced training outside of your concealed carry course. Because I know for a fact, I've been a teacher for a long time, I still catch people who they haven't shot their gun since they even took my course. And I've recently talked to someone here who probably took my course, I think it was 4 years ago or 5 years ago or something, and literally seriously, they said that's the last time they had fired the gun was when they shot and qualified my course. So make sure you get advanced training. Trust me, there's not enough time in a day to put the advanced training that you need in a concealed carry course to teach you all of the nuances and ins and outs of the proper way to handle your firearm in a concealed carry course. It can't be done in 1 day or 2 days. Just in that, seriously. It's just not possible. You need to invest in some advanced training to where it's more a day or 2 days or something like that in different levels of it or so. Get yourself involved in this, because the more you know and the more you practice, the better that you will be with handling your firearm, and the better odds that you have of surviving a violent attack. Just a concealed carry course is just, your life is literally a coin flip. Before you took a concealed carry course, the odds were stacked against you in a violent attack of you surviving. Once you get a concealed carry course, you get your license after that or something, now your life is 50-50. You might survive or you might not, without proper training of how to use that firearm. So once you get advanced training and learning how to use that firearm even better and more, then now the odds are in your favor. Now they are way more in your favor with more training that you get, to where you can rely on yourself, definitely knowing how to properly handle that firearm to protect yourself and your family. So get advanced training. Tip number 7, this is more of a personal thing, and this is something that you really should look to invest in also, and invest into a pro Second Amendment organization. Invest in that. That means if you become a member, you've got different ones out there. You've got, the NRA is still the top dog. It's been around forever because they were the very first. Then another one would be USCCA. In my personal opinion, I believe the USCCA, it's right there with the NRA itself, and it focuses on the concealed carry community. And they have a lot of things, a lot of perks and everything that comes with that organization, what they do. And they do it extremely well. I mean, really, really good. Different plans, insurance plans for not just insurance for your firearms, but also personal protection insurance as well. If you're involved in a self-defense situation or self-defense shooting or something, they've got attorneys, they've got retainer fees, they've got everything in there that you can pay either monthly or yearly for. It's a very, very good organization, and honestly, you should really take a good look at the USCCA. Extremely good. You've got other ones out there too. You've got GOA, and you've got, I forgot a bunch of them. There's so many of them out there. But these, as I said, it's more personal on my side. So make sure you get yourself involved in a very, very good, reputable Second Amendment and pro-Second Amendment organization. Make sure you do that. Well, guys, that's the video. If you liked it, man, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave in the comments below if there was something that I missed, but I put these 7 in because I think these are the most important ones. Hey, bonus tip real quick. Forgot to add it in here to my list, though, but the bonus tip is that make sure when you carry, you have a round chambered in that firearm ready to go. This has been a peeve of mine for many, many years, and I never could understand why people still till this day run around with a gun unchambered. It's not ready to go. So make sure you have a round in that firearm and it's hot and it's ready to go right now. I'll do an entire video about this, and it's coming up soon. These are ones right off the giddy up and you should think about for all you new gun owners out there. So until next time, remember, you are responsible for your own safety. Be safe.